Sorry I'm not making as much videos as I have been recently. I'm planning to make a lot more videos, definitely in the new year. There's quite a few things I want to cover actually. But I thought I know it was a week ago, but I thought I'll just kind of bring this back up again about the YouTube and Google going down a week ago. I actually was about to go online at the time when it happened, and I couldn't access my Gmail, couldn't access YouTube, and I thought my account was deleted. And then I saw the articles coming out saying YouTube, Google, Gmail, and all that's offline. It's gone down. There's been an error all over the world where no one could access YouTube for about 45 minutes or an hour. So it says here, look, we obviously, if you're not aware, most of you probably are by now, that Google applications, including YouTube, email, and Docs, have suffered a rare service outage, with users unable to access many of the company's services. So, like people have said, and I said in a previous video about the cyber polygon that they're planning and the cyber attack that they seem to be planning, saying there's going to be a cyber attack and it will dwarf CV, you know. Well, this could be just their beta test for the cyber attack that's about to come. They were probably testing Google. I think some couldn't even access Google. They were testing Google, YouTube. They were testing it on Google and YouTube and the Gmail. And they'll probably test it on more things as well. They'll probably test it on the internet, where the internet goes down for a whole day or an hour or so. They might even make it bigger. Just little beta tests that are ready for it. So yeah, I think this is a beta test for what's to come. I did think that when I saw the articles, I thought, geez, people are talking about the cyber polygon. The World Economic Forum's talking about that, doing exercises on it. And next thing you know, you got this out where Google outage, YouTube, Docs, and Gmail offline, and they were offline for 45 minutes. I generally think it was just a test. They were testing to see if they can bring a whole website down. See, and they'll probably do it with building up to the this so-called cyber polygon. They'll probably do more tests like this on a bigger scale. So they'll probably do the internet next, and they'll probably do last year or earlier this year. We saw some outages in the United States take place, power outages. I think there was some in the UK as well, and they'll probably do the grid as well. They'll probably do the grid for a short period of time, maybe for about an hour or two, just to test. Just to test, ready for their big complete shutdown of the internet and the grid altogether. And I just want to show you something. So we've got US cyber attack. Around 50 firms generally impacted by massive breach. Romney warns Russia cyber attack would cripple US electricity and water supplies. We've got BBC News and the Daily Mail talking about it there. We've got what we know and still don't know, the worst. Donald Trump downloads cyber hack. There's things going on at the moment that people that other truthers are predicting as well will happen. So yeah, it looks like this will be the next big event, a cyber attack, which will also impact other things around it. So, the economy altogether will be completely shut down. So obviously there'll be food shortages, and then it will continue to spike off from that. So when you've got food shortages, obviously people are going to starve, and it's going to cause some depopulation. So, it's they will always have a boogeyman to blame, even though they're all playing a part. It's like in this, China was to blame, even though they're also playing with the United States, Israel, the UK. you know, they're all working together. But it looks like the next one may be Russia. I don't know. It could be China. It could be Russia. It says US cyber attack, Russia clearly behind solar wind operation. And I found actually interesting the night before, I'll have to find it again, but the night before the cyber, well, not the cyber, the test that they were doing when they shut Google and YouTube down for 45 minutes deliberately. I don't think that was an accident. I don't think it was an error. I think it was deliberate. When you're looking at the World Economic Forum and all the stuff they're doing on that, it's obvious that when I saw a night the night before, there was something on cyber attack on the United States on the election poll or something. I'll have to look into it again. I've got it. If you just give me a second, I will find it because it's on my phone. Here we go. So yeah, I'm just going to search it as I see it on my phone. US because it was weird. It was no, actually it wasn't the night before. It was 4 hours before the cyber attack happened. It was on the same day that the Google and YouTube shut down. Should stop calling it a cyber attack. Well, it kind of is from the government, isn't it? Really. Directive following breaches on US government agencies. There we go. That's what it is. And this weirdly was on Twitter one of the main hashtags 4 hours before this actually happened, which was a bit weird. I think it's France 24. If I can find it. Here we go. Yeah, they were actually saying that here. It says 8 days ago. It said 4 hours on the Twitter when I did the thing, but this was 8 days ago. The Google, if you saw, I'll show you in a minute. We'll go back to it. So this was on the 14th, 12th. US government says agencies hit by massive cyber attack. The US government issued an emergency directive to federal agencies in the wake of a major cyber attack, as multiple media outlets reported, and at least 2 departments, including the Treasury, had been targeted by hackers tied to Russia. And who's really involved in this new cyber polygon activity when you go onto the website? Oh yeah, Russia. So yeah, that came out. It's a cybersecurity infrastructure security agency, blah blah blah. So yeah, look at the date in that, 14/12/2020. Remember that, 14/12/2020. Okay, let's go back. So that was 14/12/2020. This, if you'll say a date, I'll probably just say, was on the, I think this was the 15th. No, this was also the 14th. At the near the exact same time. This was the 14th. So that was the 14th. That was also the 14th. And that actually was reported 4 hours before the YouTube and Google went down. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? Not weird, but we kind of know what's going on if that's the case. They're planning something big, guys. And I think we're onto it. It'll be something cyber related. So yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. It's US government agencies 8 days ago. It says there, and this was apparently a week ago, but for some reason it was probably reported a day after, but that happened on the same day. And the US agencies that was reported by supposedly to be Russia from the cybersecurity was 4 hours before it happened. For anyone that hasn't got that yet, so yeah, we need to watch out for more. Trying to get it out to as many people as possible. All right, thanks, guys.